You go, dear. Lockpick believes olives should be outlawed. You have someone in solidarity with you.
Oh no! Oh, there's not a lot of anchovy paste in these. Oh, okay, there's one with anchovy paste in.
The can is like an inch and a half high. The olives can't be that big.
Oh, yes. Oh, that is a combination of flavors that is. I am I'm happy with that. Mm.
Ow.
The anchovy paste makes it a little buttery. Oh, you believe so, Gandalf? No. As I've
It's got
said,
anchovies, therefore it's for Gandalf, isn't it?
no. I've told Gandalf that when he can share his space with the dog, when he can let the dog into this room, I will share my food with him. Master Rasta says, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, Lockpick. Lockpick says, I'm pretty open minded, but eating olives with chopsticks is where I draw the line.
I mean, at least it keeps your fingers clean.
That's kind of what I'm going for here. Lockpick says, Master, if you give me olives, I will shave your butt and throw you out in the snow.
So you're eating olives with the same principle as Cheetos?
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are good, though.
Now there's a branding opportunity I never thought would ever come to pass.
What?
Cheetos putting out their own brand of chopsticks.
Putting out their own brand.
I mean, yeah, special Cheeto chopsticks so that you keep your fingers clean.
Huh.
I rank that up there with the Arby's dice.
That's an interesting idea. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Saturday Evenings Posted Mostly Presents General Chaos. I think we're on number 14. I'm Trevor Stewart 1308, and we are here with the ASOC Prod Cat, and the Peanut Gallery is in the background there. Oh,
Hello.
hello. Let me put on my streaming glasses so that I can see everything. My Saturday glasses
Mm-hmm.
came about so that I could read the script and see the screens and all of that stuff. See chat and all of that. Oh, that actually needs cleaning, like good clean. Oh, hard to see there. So, yeah, we're just generally chaosing around today. We've
Mm-hmm.
got some nifty snacks. Uh, other than that, bring your jokes,
Nifty,
eh?
nifty snacks and uh, some some of the more entertaining things that have come out of the Olympics this week.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I got another thing of Jammy Dodgers because
Mm-hmm.
just love Jammy Dodgers. Lockpick. Hey, you just You're ha. Lockpick says didn't just crawl out of bed still drunk. Not at all. Nice. Nice. We've got some Roland strawberry tartlets.
Yeah.
Product of France. Rescue pastilles.
Okay.
Black currant flavor. Used for relief of occasional stress.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Oh, hi. Gandalf is running around my ankles. And
Well, that's a
we've
good place
got
for him to be.
some vanilla Turkish taffy made in the USA. And we've got some green olives stuffed with anchovy paste. Hey,
Yeah.
Master. What's up? What's up, Master Rasta 420? Now, today's pre-roll is another Sour Diesel sativa brought to you by The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville. 105 West Main Street, Suite 200, above the bricks, between 10,000 Villages and Hamilton's, where the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. And we will also be probably smoking some of these infused pre-roll joints with infused with diamonds and coated in keef. Diamonds, I think, is rosin oil, and this is the heavy eye indica flavor. Now, the other thing we will be doing today, Hidden Leaf on Fridays has a vendor pop up where they host a lot of vendors who sell a lot of different products. And one of my favorite vendors there, they're called Firehouse, and they're out of Richmond, I think.
Hmm.
And yeah, they're some pretty cool people. And I got several different. I got two different types of gummies there. The ones we're going to be trying today are the Terp Treats red raspberry rosin gummies. 150 milligrams of THC in this whole package, which means there are about 15 milligrams per gummy, which is actually not that much for me, although it's a lot to a lot of other people. So, we will be having some of those too. Now, for
Hmm.
tomorrow, oh, where did I put it? Well, tomorrow I got some other gummies that are even stronger that I will be trying. So, let us start with the Sour Diesel. Let's start the Sour Diesel Sativa. Apparently, it's enough to lead you to buying a can of olives and anchovy paste. I did not buy those. I did not.
Oh, no. I thoroughly take credit or blame or whatever for those because there was a whole shelf full of these little teeny tiny cutesy little MRE looking things. I was like, I need to buy these and I know where I'm sending them once I do.
Right? Now, the Peanut Gallery This is an anti-peanut gallery grenade.
Grenade.
I'm guessing the peanut gallery is really not all that into anchovies, and he called olives curse grapes. So we're gonna start with this. Then we're gonna smoke some. Then we're gonna try some other. Actually, no. Then we're gonna have the gummy treats.
Try to use the gummies to take the taste out your mouth.
I was gonna say more like
You go, dear. Lockpick believes olives should be outlawed. You have someone in solidarity with you.
Oh no! Oh, there's not a lot of anchovy paste in these. Oh, okay. There's one with anchovy paste in.
The can is like an inch and a half high. The olives can't be that big.
Oh, yes. Oh, that is a combination of flavors that is. I am I'm happy with that. Mm.
Ow.
The anchovy paste makes it a little buttery. Oh, you believe so, Gandalf? No. As I've
It's got
said,
anchovies, therefore it's for Gandalf, isn't it?
no. I've told Gandalf that when he can share his space with the dog, when he can let the dog into this room, I will share my food with him. Master Rasta says, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, Lockpick. Lockpick says, I'm pretty open minded, but eating olives with chopsticks is where I draw the line.
I mean, at least it keeps your fingers clean.
That's kind of what I'm going for here. Lockpick says, Master, if you give me olives, I will shave your butt and throw you out in the snow.
So you're eating olives with the same principle as Cheetos?
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are good, though.
Now there's a branding opportunity I never thought would ever come to pass.
What?
Cheetos putting out their own brand of chopsticks.
Putting out their own brand.
I mean, yeah, special Cheeto chopsticks so that you keep your fingers clean.
Huh.
I rank that up there with the Arby's dice.
That's an interesting idea. Master Rasta says, I might enjoy that once in a while. I can't reach those places usually. Cat says, I found these at World Market. I think you can get them to deliver to Canada. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. Okay, you know what, Gandalf? Even though no one's redeemed it, here you go, buddy.
Animal cruelty.
There.
There you go, Gandalf. Ah, look to the east, and Gandalf shall appear.
I think you and I tried to redeem it at the exact same time, Lockpick.
Thank you so much, Lockpick. So yeah, now that I have that very savory flavor. So in the instructions, it says start by eating one piece. Wait
Yeah.
60 minutes before consuming more. Consume with caution. They must not know me.
Well, I mean, no, but still.
It's olives and sardines. One of them should have enough sodium intake for a year.
I think he's trying the gummies now to take the salt out.
But still.
They taste good. They taste interesting. Lockpick says down the bag.
Nah.
I mean, okay, so like I did eat like 100 milligram treat yesterday, a whole 100 milligram uh fruity pebble treat.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, I could probably down the whole bag, but my tolerance is unusually high. So, now I've always been curious about rescue pastilles.
Mm-hmm.
For one, is that how you're supposed to pronounce it?
Do we have anybody that speaks French in the chat that could give us a proper pronunciation?
Hmm. Interesting flavor. I like it.
We surrender. I mean, there is that.
Cheese eating freedom frogs. Or no, cheese eating surrender frogs. That's what it is. Okay, so I was expecting a hard candy, but that is definitely not hard candy. It's a gummy,
Um,
not
yeah.
unlike the gummies. It's a little harder than the Terp Treats gummies.
Okay.
Hmm. You bring the dog in this room, Gandalf, and I will share those olives with you. So what do we have? What kind of fun stuff to talk about have we got?
Well, one of the top things that comes to mind is the wonderfulness. Lockpick, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. Feeding the cat the olive itself. But
Oh,
the anchovy paste. Gandalf can have the anchovy paste.
cats can't eat olives. I was not aware of that. Then no, I won't be sharing my olives with you, cat.
Mm,
Oh, but ew. Lockpick says, I'm sure they can, but ew. I
it's not toxic, but it'll give him the runs if you give him too much.
it'll do that to humans too.
Again, not toxic, but too much not good.
Right.
So what I was starting to say was one of the top things that comes to mind is the wonderfulness of the second the silver medal winner for the sharpshooting contest for the Olympics.
Okay.
Have you seen anything about that kind of thing? Chrissy,
No.
you have.
What no, what do we got? Give me a rundown.
Uh,
You can see a picture.
yeah. Let me pull up some of the pictures for the other.
Gonna put something in chat there.
Yeah. All right. So,
We still got the lobster fisherman. Ah.
right. Come on. Post where I want you. That's a good one. So most of the people, most of the competitors that rolled up to do this had kind of a specific aesthetic to how they showed up.
Okay.
You know, they had their uniform, they had their I am a sleek, sophisticated competitor. I'm doing this. I've got all of my gear, my fancy eye protection, my fancy, ear protection, all the fancy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Turkey sends this guy, the guy on the right. Yeah, that's almost the same picture.
Oh my goodness.
Who seriously, he rolled up, did not have the fancy glasses, the fancy anything. He's got the very nice sharpshooting pistol, but he doesn't have anywhere near all the extras, glasses and things. Just
Yep.
100% dad energy.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have seen that guy from that side of a gun, running after me talking about what was I doing with his son. Hand in his pocket, jeans and t-shirt, just shot an almost perfect round. Then asked if there was somewhere he could go to have a smoke.
Yep.
That is definitely a Turkish hitman. They definitely sent a Turkish hitman. I like Kim Yeji. Yeji.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I kind of like the guy on the left, the other hitman.
Well, that's the thing is that they were comparing at one point some of the outfits people were wearing, and it was like, oh, we've got Agent 43, and we've got this person, and we've got the one from this video game.
Right.
And so right up until this guy stood on the stage and took his spot, they were making fun of everybody else for looking like video game characters.
And he comes in looking like a hitman. What did Snoop Dogg have to say about it?
He was too busy taking swimming lessons with what's his name? Oh, who was our big Olympic swimmer?
Phelps.
There we go.
Ah.
He was too busy learning how to swim in the first place with Michael Phelps, and then doing martial arts with someone else. He's been bopping around having a blast, being gangster grandpa everywhere. And as someone said, the biggest takeaway is that well, up until this, but at the very beginning of the Olympics, the two most wholesome people were Snoop Dogg and Flavor Flav.
right?
Because you got Snoop Dogg running around doing the torch and doing all the things and being just absolutely excited to be there and do. And then you've got the one girl that was competing, and because of the way things had run out, she didn't have rent money. And Flavor Flav was like, "Give me your information. Your rent will be paid, so you can actually compete tomorrow without worries."
Dude. That sounds like
Exactly.
Flav. That sounds like Flava Flav, though. That sounds like the kind of thing that he would do.
Yeah. Yes.
He made sure she got paid like she was on the clock.
Oh. You always have time for a clock pun, don't you?
He just needs to watch which pocket it's in. Or has Bill managed to escape?
No.
12 o'clock. How is 12 o'clock like a mugging?
Both of the clock's hands are straight up?
Yep. Both hands are up.
Okay.
You know, I come up with these on the fly. Not all of them are brilliant. But sometimes one just hits me and I love it. Is a
You just hear that resounding gong sound, huh?
oh yeah. Is a progressive MP's first time in parliament considered unskilled labor?
Ooh. That's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm pretty proud of that. It will be going up on YouTube soon. Oh, speaking of the YT, have you guys gotten a look at some of the comments that I've gotten on the last joke?
Not recently. No.
Oh, take a gander. Take a gander.
I mean,
It's
my response was sent to you as opposed to posting it as a comment. I think
but
that
that wasn't that was on the Fem sibling. No, I'm talking about the almond flavored sports car joke. Ooh, there's a new response on that. Oh, no, that new response was me. Okay. Yeah, no. It's you know what?
Okay.
Here, let me post the three that were just like, dude. Let me post these in the chat so that y'all can see them. Wrong direction. These aren't the only responses that I've given them, but this is the all three of the like mean comments, and these are a couple of my responses.
Mm.
Um, oops, that's not what I meant to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that.
Huh.
There, that one. And then if you look at the back and forth between me and the Jesus guy, that's also pretty interesting. That's a man. You know. I'm just saying, like, that's not what I meant to do.
I liked your response to the hypercar one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the hypercar. Yeah, have you tried ADHD meds?
That's
Yeah, like, like, okay. So I want to point out that, like, Crystal brings Christ up in here, and that is absolutely fine. I love it when Crystal brings Christ in here. Her version of Christ is the one that I like, you know.
mm-hmm.
But this, it's like, dude, dude. And he's like, but I wasn't being mean. They're like, but I wasn't being mean. It's like, yeah, you were, though. You were. I mean, you don't see it, which is why I gave them you weren't being mean, but you were being aggressive. Like,
There's a difference between being told to repent and being told I'm praying for you. And sometimes even I'm praying for you is pretty damn aggressive.
it is. But when it comes to that, I'd rather have people be praying for me. I mean, I know what they're praying for is that I'll find Jeebus, and it's like, nope. Not everybody. Again, not everybody. Crystal, when Crystal says it, I know she's praying for my well being. I know she's praying for my happiness. I know she's praying for what's good for me. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not at all put off when she says it. But if I don't know you, and I'm not here, preaching to you guys about the Church of Universal Cosmic Universalism of later days. Church of See You Later Days.
I feel great that perhaps that particular religion might want to revisit their title and try to make it a little bit less clunky.
What? Church of Cosmic Universalism of later days?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. See You Later Days. See You Later Days says about everything I think it needs to.
When you put it that way, yes, but when you spell out the whole name, it's just like that's awfully involved.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point. It's the joke.
I know.
So they say smack it, crack it for this Turkish taffy. So let's see what happens.
Which is wonderful because you're doing that, not quite right after the second place turkey person.
Right? But okay, it did crack. That second place turkey guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what I was. This was made in the U.S. That guy was made in Turkey.
This is true. This is true.
All right, this time I'm gonna remember to push the button so you guys can actually see what's going on here.
So that's like the U.S. version of Turkish delight.
Mm-mm.
No, good. Let's see.
That is very, very vanilla, though.
Mmm.
No. Cats don't get taffy.
He says, yes, we do. Oh. Let's see.
That is very good. But gosh darn, that's very vanilla.
It is. Let's see.
Um, so there's the Olympian who is being completely sequestered from the other Olympians because uh, they're a criminal. They have a criminal history of
Inappropriateness.
inappropriate therapist 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 without the
Yes.
therapist without the. I don't know much about the guy, but it was pointed out by our friend the peculiar Pisces.
Mm.
They pointed out that this guy is, competing in the Olympics as if he weren't, you know,
Something else.
right. That I mean, these part of it is because these Olympians are at such a high level. They perform at such a high level that no one else can perform like them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so there's you know there's a certain amount of grace apparently being given them, legal grace being given them.
Mm.
Um, things like that for things like um, it was so having this conversation with the peculiar Pisces and their friend. Ooh.
Oh, here's
Ooh,
a hilarious
doesn't
headline
that
for
look
later.
good? Uh, so having this conversation with the peculiar Pisces and their friend, um, and of course, the whole thing about the hormones, uh, and the the gender that conversation happened, and at some point we were like, I was saying, you know what that really is? It's just it's just another way to police black women's bodies.
Mm.
Which I was saying that to the peculiar Pisces right as the black woman who's a bud tender up at the Hidden Leaf walked up. It's like, yep, well. Oh my. Mm, that is good. Their strawberry is very, very good.
Good to hear.
More strawberry, less sugar.
Hmm.
Oh, yes, this will be discussed.
I've got a couple more lined up and waiting.
Good.
Yes, that is lockpick. I mean, it's Chicago lockpick. They have to have something new to do.
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile got into a pickle.
Chicago, should they be busy worshiping a pothole shaped like a rat?
That was in the spring. This is something new.
No.
Yep.
Grateful that everybody involved is safe and there were no injuries. Except for to the wiener.
Yes. Yes.
Rear-ended another car with his Wienermobile. Did he get consent first? That driver was too rough with his Wienermobile. Oh, lockpick. I'm sorry I wasn't looking there.
There's a reason why I chose this story. The Wienermobile had a wreck.
Yes.
Flipped over.
Okay.
Lockpick is coming up with some very terrible one-liners about this.
Is the Wienermobile's bun made out of carbohydrates?
That is an excellent question.
If tomatoes are fruit, which they are,
Right?
is ketchup a jam?
I mean, they put sugar in it, so technically, I suppose. Yeah, it'd be more of a smoothie. You're right, Lockpick, because jam usually has bits of fruit in it, not just the smashed stuff.
Yeah. So, putting ketchup on this wouldn't make it any more of a jam.
No, it wouldn't.
The
Although
cereal
someone would have
counts
to
as
muster
soup.
up the courage to do that.
Yes, cereal counts as soup.
I relish the day that happens.
Oh, you. Oh, you.
I mean, in Chicago, it might be a little bit chilly for that dog there.
Oh, you. Too. Oh, you too. I'm only saying that because I don't have anything else to say.
All right, I've got your next story up for you.
Okay. Jammy Dodgers.
Yeah, Jamie Dodgers.
I love Jammy Dodgers. Chicken wings advertised as boneless can have bones.
Yes.
Consumers cannot expect boneless chicken wings to actually be free of bones. A divided Ohio Supreme Court ruled Thursday, rejecting claims that a restaurant patron who suffered serious medical complications from getting a bone stuck in his throat. It wasn't a chicken wing, that was the chef.
They were really choking on that verdict.
They were.
You know, I really hope that they feel like they're. I feel like they've. I hope that they feel like they're capable of making a decision. I hope that they are bona fide.
I would rather. I hope that they choose not to be boneheaded, because the description of the piece of chicken and the bone that was quote unquote hiding in it do not match. The piece of bone was bigger than the piece of chicken, and the guy was cutting him up with a knife and a fork. I
So you're saying there was something else at stake?
mean, he would probably have preferred a steak.
Bovine intervention?
Yes, I think that bovine intervention would have been preferable.
In that case, it would be a very moving story.
Better a moving story than this kind of cluckery.
Does kind of sound like a fluster cluck.
Yes, yes.
Um,
So yes, currently in Ohio, they have for the moment ruled that just because it says boneless doesn't mean it's boneless. However, that
I mean,
opinion is expected to be overturned or reevaluated shortly.
I'm torn between making common sense jokes about how obvious it should be that this shouldn't be this way, and by making inappropriate sexual innuendos about bones and throats. And I'm literally having like,
Well, why don't you make the common sense jokes and leave the other ones to lockpick?
hey, Lockpick, you can get your bone stuck in my throat anytime.
See?
Just to.
So an order for that case would be a gag reflex order?
Ooh, good one. Lockpick didn't see that one coming.
Maybe you shouldn't have been wearing a blindfold. Oh, I got it in my eye. Ooh, ooh. I see what y'all are doing here.
I don't know.
I just
I
got
would,
no. There's no shame in any of it.
no. Just if you want to see something coming, you need to take the blindfold off. That's all.
We'll make sure they're not wearing camo condom.
There's that too.
They should make art condoms. Condoms with paintings on them.
Okay.
What if used properly, they get painted on the inside?
I'm not touching that one. I was going for. I didn't.
I think you broke him for the moment.
I didn't
Okay.
expect to see the scream in that moment. Or I had no idea Whistler's mother was that tall.
Uh-huh.
I'll show you why she's smiling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
think condoms need a shark face painted on them, like the front, like on the front, like World War II fighter planes. Yes. Oh my God, I would have a field day if I saw one of those coming at me. Oh no, it's the Americans. Don't shoot me down.
This is correct. Those are definitely some business ideas, Master Asta. Uh-oh.
So was that like nose art painted on condoms as a suggestion?
Yes, that was a suggestion.
That sounds kind of awesome.
I mean, they've got the glow in the dark ones so you can have lightsaber battles. Why not have fighter jets too?
Han Solo and Greedo. Then we can find out who shot first. Oh, that's wow.
So here's a nice. It's not funny, but it's a nice heartwarming story about a Chihuahua.
No stories about Chihuahuas are heartwarming.
I mean, it is when your sweetie has gone missing and you get him back 9 years later.
I mean, I guess everybody, even demons, deserve love.
Exactly.
Don't besmirch the demons by comparing them to chihuahuas.
There's also that.
Gizmo the dog
Uh,
went missing in Las Vegas in 2015. He's been found alive after 9 years. Living off your soul. I mean, that is the look of a dog who has definitely eaten more than one human.
yeah.
That's the 1,000-yard stare of someone who has done terrible things to stay alive. He went for tacos and never came back. I knew we shouldn't have named him Dad.
What?
Shouldn't have named him Dad. Yes,
Yo
yes, that is a
quiero
winner.
Taco Bell. Not saying that one, NASA. Mm-mm. Nope. Not diving into that puddle today. All right, let's see what we can find out about this little terror. Okay, passed a faulty gate in the backyard in 2015. Okay, this person continued to live but never stopped trying to find her dog.
hmm
Okay, so the dog was microchipped and
Finally turned him someplace where they could scan him.
okay. I was hoping for a more interesting story there.
Not terribly interesting, just,
Aw, how sweet.
exactly.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
Yes. Seems the roadways have had some issues this week.
Tank falls off flatbed trailer on Texas highway.
At least it didn't go kaboom.
Okay, so like, I mean, of course it didn't go kaboom.
It's Texas, it could have.
But
Uh-huh.
it's Texas where when somebody drops their gun, turns out it's a whole tank.
Right.
so
I'm
this
sorry,
tank
honey,
that
I'm gonna
bad?
be late coming home from work today. There's a tank in my way. Oh, you mean one of those big round things that holds? No, I've got a very large gun pointed at me right now.
Yep.
It's not really a joke.
No. But, sitting there and saying that the commute has tanked today works.
Oh, thanks for
As
getting in my way.
There we go.
They were not treading lightly.
No. In fact, nope, nothing. I got nothing. Ah, well. Let's see. Okay. No. It's going for a how it's your day. How it's your day.
Yes.
But no, I've got nothing past just howitzer.
All right, scroll down and read the name of the towing business that had to come help them.
Mission Wrecker. Mission Wrecker.
Yes.
So that okay, so what that is, that's your friend that you get on and game with who just
Uh-huh.
cannot stay in formation and has to go running off and trying to be tank and DPS and support all at once. Mission Wrecker.
Yep.
That's the guy who just can't shut up.
Are you saying the driver's last name was Jenkins?
Yeah. Yes. That's what I'm going for. Well, that mission was definitely wrecked. Yup. Job well done. Yup. Alright, now what's this about pasta? Airline
Apparently,
mixes instant noodles due to turbulence related burn risk. Oh,
yes.
nixes. That's an N, not an N. That tracks.
Yeah. Here's the fun part. If this is the same story that I'm familiar with, that's for economy class. If you're business or first class, they're still offering the noodles.
Korean Air announced it will discontinue service of Ramyeon.
Yeah,
Is that the brand that it was? Instant
I
noodles.
guess.
Or did someone just misspell ramen?
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that it is the brand of the noodle.
That they should have capitalized.
Yeah, they should have. There's a lot of things they should have.
Airline announced that the cups of instant noodles will no longer be available in economy class on long haul flights starting August 15th. In the case of the noodle service, burn accidents occur frequently due to hot water. Korean Air press release. You know, ramyeon may be the Korean of it.
That could be.
So they say that it's higher in economy class. The risk of burn is higher in economy class due to the crowded nature of it. The increasing trend of turbulence.
Yes.
Yes.
Twice as many turbulence reports in the first quarter of 2024 as there were in the same period of 2019. So It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Makes me think that global warming, that climate change, is changing pressure pockets, and that's causing turbulence, and more air is being more dynamic because
Mm.
greater greater pressure differences.
Makes sense.
It's a guess.
It is a guess.
The noodles will be replaced in economy class with a number of snack options, including sandwiches, pizza, corn dogs, and Hot Pockets. Because the center of Hot Pockets, it has never burned anyone ever.
No matter the turbulence.
Right? No,
We're
those
taking it
Hot
to the
Pockets are
boiling.
going to be cold on the inside.
Now I'm going to stick with my initial thought. They're taking away the boiling lava, the boiling water, and giving you a handheld lava bomb instead.
Sticky heat.
Yeah.
It's a heat that sticks to you.
It.
It just sears in. You know, I when you microwave a bottle of syrup, plastic bottle of syrup, don't forget to open the squeeze top.
Mm.
Especially if you're going to do it for any longer than like 20 seconds. Talk about a sticky heat.
I think I'm mailing you to lockpick, just like Garfield mailed Nermal to Abu Dhabi.
I opened. I was young. I was a kid. That's my only. That is my only defense. I was young. I opened up the microwave, went to pull it out, and I noticed that it was like still expanding. The plastic bottle was still expanding, and then pop, and it sprayed me with boiling hot
Oh,
syrup.
yeah. No.
Yep. And I realized that like I couldn't just pull my shirt off or wipe it off my face. It was stuck.
Blech.
And it's like, we're in ad break. Pack food. I'm getting tired of bodies showing up at my doorstep.
You're talking about the syrup bottle and the descriptors. All I'm thinking of are the conversation we had about 5 minutes ago about the various condoms. A sticky heat all over your face.
Oh.
Okay, see, but if it gets outside the condom, then the condom's doing its job wrong.
True.
I know. I'm just drawing correlation to the subject matter.
No, I get that. I get that. Ooh, condoms with with
Oh
lockpick's
no.
face at the tip, so you can always just all over his face. Sorry, lockpick. Not what I am sorry for. I really truly am.
Although, if you are running the right kind of adult store and you're able to do your own in-house
Oh,
product printing.
that would be funny. I mean, I would really. That is where I draw the line. Yeah. No, really. I actually know.
I could see if you were able to do your own in-house printing and packaging, you could do a whole bunch of specialty orders for various people.
True.
Yeah. It'd be just like handing out those personalized M&Ms.
Oh, that yeah,
Only
true. Very true.
way more terrible and hilarious.
I think really where I draw the line, lockpick, was inviting everybody to do it. It's just saying like, oh, everybody should be all over lockpick. Somebody, no, no, these are not your snacks. Get your feet out of my cookies. Get your nose out of those.
You say they're not Gandalf snacks, but his paw prints are on them, so.
So he begged to differ with that. Like, but they're here and I'm here, so I mean. Yeah, I'm not worried about you getting into that.
Oh, I got the last funny story that I had come up with.
Okay. Huh.
Pulled up.
Ziploc bag. Kendall's like, oh, I've got ways around a Ziploc bag.
That's what teeth are for.
Right. Okay, now, why are there all these snakes in this museum? Snakes on a plane meets night at the museum. Snake makes quite a mess inside art gallery. What do they define as quite a mess?
I mean, it's an art gallery in Scotland, so that's a good question.
An escaped pet python was reunited with her owner after breaking into an art gallery in Scotland and making quite a mess. Bodhi was the snake's name. Knocked down. A few things were knocked down from the shelves. There were a few things from high shelves on the floor, things scattered around. She took a liking to one of the handbags. That's why you shouldn't have been using snakeskin handbags.
Yeah.
Cousin Steven, where have you been?
This is your new address?
There are a few things, handbags.
Students.
Oh, yes, the Hogwarts students.
Huh?
I said those damned Hogwarts students.
No, I heard you. I was laughing.
Slytherin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just kind of still stuck on the snake broke in.
I mean, yeah, okay. It's the quite a mess that I'm working on. Like, what's your definition of quite a mess? A few things knocked off shelves. Some things, in a handbag lived in. That's not quite a mess. That's a little bit of a mess.
Well, when you have art objects, because it was an art museum, being knocked off the shelves, that's quite a mess.
There's
Only if
also
they're shattered and all over the floor. If they're just
um
off the shelf and in fine shape on the floor, that's
I will note that there's also the linguistic usage of quite. Americans use it far differently than people in England do.
well, they do. And see, that's why I'm like quite a mess. That's like that no, in as a Britishism, that would be a bit of a mess. Even as a Scotlandism, it's a wee bit of a mess. That's not like quite a mess. That's like a little bit of a mess. Oh, that's a little messy. That's not like a big deal.
And this would be the other reason that I picked this story is to give you a chance to do your accent.
STAWART. Spelled correctly, thank you very much. Oh, no. No, 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 no. You know, get those. No. You bring the dog in here and we'll talk. You share your space with the dog. When the dog came around the corner into the kitchen this morning to say hi to you and you hissed at him, nope.
I've heard of gorilla artwork. What do you exactly call that one?
Hmm.
A serpentine solution. No. Uh no, got nothing. Still got nothing. Yes, you can knock that off a shelf. And apparently so can I. It's not being sure where the tips of my fingers are. And I
Yeah.
just sometimes just
Has
which is
Gandalf been
nope, not that shelf. Oh, you are
has Gandalf been this helpful on other streams this week?
not this helpful, no.
Ah,
No, most of the time about well, actually no, cuz this is a bit earlier. This is streaming a bit early for so
so usually he's asleep and taking his afternoon nap.
right. And no, you don't play with my chopsticks either. Those aren't toys either.
They look like stick. They toy.
Right?
I don't know if it's not gorilla artwork. Would it be a Python presentation
On whatever they found it or boring.
or boring? Yeah,
Or boring is by the third time you get through the infinity.
yeah. The fact that that word was said right as the cat nose got stuck to the camera. That was awesome. I wonder if since it was an art gallery, I wonder if there was any sort of haggis stuff on display and he ate that and that's what made the mess.
Uh most haggis is either tinned or, kept in the fridge.
Well, maybe there were some tins on display that smashed.
That would make quite a mess.
And I could see
But
wanting that on a hot shelf.
have you ever tried to smash your way into a haggis tin?
A haggis tin? No. A can of creamed corn? Yes.
Uh, uh, wow. Uh, uh,
See,
uh,
a haggis tin works two different ways depending on whether it's sheep or goat. Sheep, everything's in the tin, but as haggis is everything's stuffed in the stomach, the tin would be in the stomach of goat.
Hmm.
get off! No, you get off of there. Cats don't get on keyboards. Kendall's like, I would beg to differ with you about that.
Yep.
Yeah, see, this is where I'm usually playing with him about this time of day, at least a little.
Well, we have made it to our cutoff time, so
Have we?
I think, yeah, because it is 1:45.
It is.
We started for the most part on time, so
We did. So yeah,
this is your hint to from Gandalf to do the sign off, do the raid, and go play with me.
well, I think we're gonna stop and watch Gandalf play with this for a few minutes. I'm gonna do this with Gandalf for a few moments while and force the world to watch Gandalf play with
Yeah.
a little feathery ball. See, I'm hoping this gets me views.
Put it on the thumbnail. It will.
Oh, you think that's gonna work?
I think they will be entertaining for a moment.
Might get you kicked off YouTube.
I think it's okay for me to show my pussy as long as I don't show nipples.
Yeah, but you're playing with your pussy on camera.
True, but there's no fans visible.
I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I, nope. Not saying it. None of this. None of what I was about to say is what I'm gonna
Be
say.
making more money if there were.
This is true, but
Instead, I'm gonna say, now is the time on the show when I say, as they say around here. Stick around for the raid. Which is something they say around here. Here being Twitch. But now is also the time when I say, as they say around here, 2 up, 2 down. VA, double deuces. We're out, y'all.